on Sports Central tonight. Nail-biting win. Pathum Nissanka's consistent form and Vanidhu Hasaranga's last-minute cameo helped Sri Lanka record their second consecutive win at the 2025 Asia Cup, rising to the top of the group table.
Fully hit. Sri Lanka get home. A Hasaranga cameo. 20 of 9. They huff and puff. And finally, they get home. A very good win, you'll have to say, because they were made to work where.
14th record.
For sure, it's way more special. It's night and day. I don't think it's really even comparable to break world record in a championship meet, and then not in it. It's like, yeah, it's not really comparable, I would say. So this is like
historic win. For the second time in FIBA Eurobasket history, Germany climbs the highest step of the podium, beating Turkey and winning the 2025 Eurobasket title in one of the most closest games ever in the sport. And race ends. Biotherm wins the fifth and final stage of the Ocean Race Europe, the 1,600 nautical mile leg from Genoa, Italy to Boca Bay in Montenegro, ending a long league of 5 stages.
From Studio 24C, this is Sports Central. And now, here's Vinut Varnasurya.
Welcome to Derana Sports Central, your premier destination for all the latest from the world of sports. We begin today with some thrilling updates from the Asia Cup in the United Arab Emirates, where Sri Lanka clinched a nail-biting victory. Well, catchers win matches. This must be a phrase that the Hong Kong fielders could have forgotten during their crucial Asia Cup match against strong Sri Lanka. Now, Sri Lanka roamed home victorious by 4 wickets thanks to a match-winning knock by Pathum Nissanka in Dubai. Sri Lankan skipper Charit Asalanka won the toss and invited Hong Kong to take the first lease of the wicket. The opening batters got off to a flyer as they recorded 41 runs within the first 5 overs of their innings. Sishan Ali was the first wicket to fall at 23 runs to Dushmantha Shamira.
Oh no, this should be taken. It's gone up somewhere. Kusal Mendis is underneath it. He takes it. That's what Sri Lanka are after, and that's what they get.
Babar Hayat could not stay long as he was deceived by Vanidhu Hasananga for 4 runs. Then opener Anshi Rath and Nisakat Khan added 61 runs for the third wicket.
Down the ground, hits it really well. Maximum. That's the first 6 of the innings. Nisakat Khan continuing from where he left off the other day. Oh, good shot. Really good shot. Gave himself room. The adjustment of the body. Top class from Anshuman Rath.
Rath was caught off behind 48 runs off 46 balls of bowling of Shamira, who was the pick of the Lankan bowlers with 2 wickets. Skipper Yasim Murtasa was dismissed for 4 runs by Dasun Shanaka.
This time over cover. Taken in the deep. Dasun Shanaka strikes. It was short and wide. And the skipper was slashing. He did get the bounce, did get the elevation.
Khan was the mainstay of the Hong Kong innings, remained unbeaten on 52 of 38 balls. Hong Kong reached 149 for 4 in their allotted 20 overs.
They'll want to come for 2, but I think it's only a single. It is only a single. So it's a brilliant over from Theekshana. But Hong Kong China will be extremely pleased with their effort.
Chasing 150 runs to win, Sri Lanka openers struggled to score initially before Pathum Nissanka cut loose. Ayush Shukla removed Kusal Mendis for 14 ball 11 when the total was on 26 runs in the 4th over.
An opportunity here. And a good catch, very good catch, very well judged.
Kamil Mishara made 19 runs with a massive 6. Thereafter Nissanka and Kusal Pereira added 57 runs for the third wicket.
If there is one man that Sri Lanka will want to carry on, that is him. Pathum Nissanka, who just reaches his half century, 17th in T20Is and 4th in Asia Cup, in the Asia Cup so far in his career.
Interestingly, the Hong Kong fielders dropped 4 catches during this passage of play, hurting their chances in snatching a win.
Excellent effort. Would have been an excellent catch, I must say. Nothing wrong with the effort. Not in control. Oh, dropped him. Dropped him. That's Nisak. This is Has it cleared? Oh no! Can you believe it?
With the total was on 119, Nissanka was run out for 68 runs, which came off 44 balls.
Oh, trouble! Trouble here! For a moment I thought that he managed to get through, and that looked out to me.
In the very next ball, Kusal Pereira was LBW to Yasim Murtaza for 20 runs.
He's very confident and given.
After that, Sri Lanka lost the wickets of Charit Asalanka for 2 and Kamidu Mendis for 5 in quick succession.
Charit Asalanka. Sri Lanka have lost 3 wickets in a hurry. Down the ground. This is not going all the way. Fielder underneath it. Taken. Oh, they're falling in a heap for Sri Lanka.
They were reeling for 127 for 6 in 17.1 overs before Hasaranga played a cameo, helping Sri Lanka to victory in 18.5 overs. He hit 20 runs off just 9 balls with 2 fours and a 6. Yasim Murtaza was the pick of the Hong Kong bowlers with 2 for 37 runs. With this win, Sri Lanka lead the Group B with 4 points.
Hit down the ground, powerfully hit. Sri Lanka get home, a Hasaranga cameo, 20 of 9. They huff and puff, and finally they get home. A very good win, you'll have to say, because they were made to work very, very hard.
The Hong Kong batters did well to put up 149, but then they dropped catches.
A super all-round effort by Kavi Jagamage helped Sri Lanka under-19 to beat West Indies under-19 by 130 runs in the 7th and final Youth One-Day International played at Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua yesterday. The match was reduced to 26 overs aside due to bad weather, and after being put into bed, Sri Lanka under-19 scored 180 runs in 26 overs. Openers Dimantha Mahavithan and Viran Shamudita scored 26 and 25 respectively. Kavi Jagamage made 51 of 38 balls with 6 fours and a maximum. Skipper Vimat Dinsara remained unbeaten on 58 of 39 balls, striking 3 fours and 3 sixes. The pair added 85 runs for the third wicket in 9 overs. In bowling for the Windies, Israel Morton bagged 3 for 30 runs. Chasing a DLSD-wide target of 193, the home team was dismissed for 62 runs in the 15th over by the Sri Lankan bowlers. Fast bowlers Rasid Nimsara and Setmika Seneviratne bagged 2 wickets apiece, while Vigneshwaran Akash also captured 2 wickets. Kavi Jagamage was the pick of the Sri Lankan bowlers under-19, capturing 4 wickets for 9 runs. Despite this loss, the West Indies under-19 won the 7-match Youth ODI series 4 matches to 3. The South Asia Football Federation's Under-17 Football Championship began in Colombo last evening. In the first encounter, Nepal defeated Sri Lanka 2-0.
The curtain raiser of the South Asia Football Federation's Under-17 Football Championship was played between Sri Lanka and Nepal at the racecourse grounds in Reed Avenue. Sri Lanka junior footballers dominated the goalless first half, but they missed 3 scoring opportunities during the passage of play. The home team was reduced to 10 members after a player was sent off in the latter stage of the first half. It affected them badly in the second half as the Nepalese youth breached the Lankan defences quite easily twice to beat the goalkeeper. The 4-time finalists Nepal eventually won the game by 2-0. Hosts Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, India, Bangladesh, Bhutan and Pakistan are taking part in this tournament organised by the South Asian Football Federation. The final will be held on the 27th of this month in Colombo.
Now we are moving into some golf news. The Kandy Regional Junior Golf Championship will commence today in Digana, Kandy. The tournament will be held for 3 days until Thursday of this week.
The Kandy Regional Junior Open Golf Championship, which is one of the look-forward-to events in Sri Lanka junior golf calendars, will continue until Thursday. It will be held across 4 segments such as gold, silver, bronze and copper in girls and boys categories. The gold segment will feature countries' up-and-coming talent. Here, the boys will play off from the white markers while the girls from red markers. In the silver segment, boys will start from yellow markers while girls start from red markers. The boys and girls aged 11 and 12 will compete in the bronze segment, while copper segment will see boys and girls aged 10 and below competing for honours.
Well, let's head into a quick commercial break. Don't go far. Plenty more action coming your way on other Derana Sports Central. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Other Than Sports Central. We have another match update from the Asia Cup now. A skillful half-century from Alishan Sharafu and a dodged one from Muhammad Wasim took the United Arab Emirates to 172 for the loss of 5 wickets and then a 42-run victory as well in their Asia Cup against Oman yesterday. Both teams were searching for their first points of the tournament and their challenge in Abu Dhabi was to negotiate a slow and low pitch. Sharafu did so by charging out the crease. 12 attempts just within the power play fetched all 6 of his fours. On the back of that, UAE, who were 11 for no loss at 3 overs, collected 39 runs off the next 3 and never looked back. Sharafu's best shot though came outside the field restrictions and inside-out drive over cover for 6 against leg spinner Samay Srivastava. Wasim became the 4th quickest batter to 3,000 T20I runs behind Mohammad Rizwan, Virat Kohli and Babar Azam. He wasn't really at his best in this game though. The 69 off 54 balls was often a struggle, but there were also clever moments like when he saw a new bowler Amir Khalim coming on in the power play and smashed him for 3/4 in the over.
It's a very good shot there. These are not short boundaries.
Wasim went to his 50 with the trademark 6 down the ground. UAE finished on 172 for 5 with their middle order players chipping in with crucial runs. Harshit Kaushik and Muhammad Soib put together to hit 40 off 21 balls.
A huge appeal, probably bat on ground. Well, it's all worth sending this upstairs. It is the last ball of the innings.
Chasing 173, Jatinder Singh briefly looked like the best batter on show as he found ways to time the ball in a slow and low condition. He raced to 20 off 10 but soon enough hitting through the line on a surface where the ball wasn't coming on the back to bite him. The Oman captain dragged Junaid Siddique back onto his stumps during a period where his team lost 3 wickets in 14 deliveries. The power play was still going and Oman had lost nearly half their side. 4 of their top 5 back single digits, and from a strike like that, 32 for 4 and then 50 for 5, all they could do was try and play out the overs. Siddique threw a spanner in those works too, taking 2 wickets in the 16th over and finishing with a 4 for 23. Oman were eventually bowled out for 130 runs.
Come through for 1, and that's going to be out. Not even in the frame. Game over. What a way to finish, and it's fitting as well. It's the captain, Mohammad Wasim, who's played such a big part today.
Moving to World Athletics now, Mondo Duplantis lit up 3rd night of the Tokyo World Championships when he broke the pole vault record for the 14th time with a jump of 6.30 meters after securing a 3rd straight world title yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure it's way more special. It's night and day. I don't think it's really even comparable to break world record in a championship meet and then not in it. It's like, yeah, it's not really comparable, I would say. So this is like very much extra special for me and everybody, I would say. And of course, it's going to make the biggest splash, I would imagine, too, is whenever you're able to do it, because this is our most important competition of the year. If it was Olympics last year, that's by far our most important competition. So, and that's where the most eyeballs are going to be watching me, too. So, yeah, I felt like I had confidence the whole time, honestly. Like from first jump, warm up, like whatever. The first time I was on the runway, I felt really confident. But I definitely took more jumps than I would have, than is probably optimal for breaking a world record and whatnot. I was pushed very hard by Manolo today. And yeah, just super, super tough competitor. Really proud the way that he competed not only today, but throughout the whole year. I think it's really made me up my game and made me be sharp throughout the whole year. And especially today, it took a lot of jumps out of me, but that's what championships for. I have to make sure that I win first, and I have to make sure I take back home the gold. So I was always going to do whatever was necessary for that, and then after that, I was always going to, no matter where the energy level was, I was going to at least take jumps at the world record.
We'll keep an eye on all of this.
Moving to tennis updates now, the signature black court of the Lever Cup tennis tournament is ready for action in San Francisco, California. Let's have a look. The tournament, which pits superstars of Europe against the competitors from around the world, kicks off this Friday at the Chase Center, home to the Golden State Warriors of the NBA and the Golden State Valkyries of the WNBA. Lever Cup CEO Steve Sachs said yesterday that for many players, competing in a place like the Chase Center is a bucket list opportunity. Team Europe includes of Carlos Alcaraz, Alexander Zverev, Holger Rune, Casper Ruud, Jacob Mensik and Flavio Cobolli. They will be captained by Yannick Noah and vice-captained by Tin Henman. Team World includes Taylor Fritz, Alex de Minaur, Francisco Cerundolo, Alex Michelson, Yao Fonseca and Riley Opelka. Andrea Agassi will captain Team World with Pat Rafter serving as vice-captain. Sachs said the tournament offers players a chance to be mentored by some of the best in the game. Zverev was already taking serves on the black court yesterday. The remaining players arrived today. Moving to the F1 circuit now, Carlos Sainz's controversial Dutch Grand Prix penalty for colliding with Liam Lawson has been rescinded following an appeal from Williams Racing.
Sainz was given a 10-second time penalty and 2 penalty points at the race in Zandvoort at the end of August for making contact with Racing Bull's Liam Lawson when battling for the points. Both drivers received punctures and Sainz was stunned when told about the penalty, labelling it as a complete joke after the race, which he finished 13th.
Stop. Who gets a penalty? Me? You get. Are you joking? You're joking. I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life.
Representatives from Williams and Racing Bulls met the Zandvoort stewards on Friday in a virtual hearing, with the FIA confirming on Saturday that a decision had been taken to rescind the initial ruling. While nothing can be done about the time penalty Sainz received during the racing, the 2 penalty points that were applied to his super license have been removed. Williams satisfied the requirement to provide a new significant element that was not available to the stewards at the time of their original decision by providing footage from a 360-degree camera on Sainz's car. The stewards accepted Williams' claim that the collision was a racing incident rather than having been caused by Sainz. The decision read, "The stewards are satisfied that the collision was caused by a momentary loss of control by car 30, which is Liam Lawson."
Time for a quick commercial break. More sporting action coming right after this. You're watching Other Derana Sports Central. Welcome back to Other Derana Sports Central. Midfielder Jude Bellingham was named yesterday in Real Madrid's squad to face the Olympique Marseille in their upcoming Champions League match. The 22-year-old made a quick recovery after undergoing a surgery in July to address a long-standing left shoulder issue that had plagued him since 2023, forcing him to play through discomfort for club and country. Real Madrid began their Champions League campaign at home against Marseille, and coach Xabi Alonso said the team will need a collective effort to help Kylian Mbappe showcase his talent. The French forward has yet to win the Champions League, but Alonso and his club and international teammate Aurelien Tchouameni said he is not anxious about the competition. So far, Real Madrid have a perfect record in domestic competition, and Alonso to start the European campaign with a victory in front of a Santiago Bernabéu crowd.
A dar pasos, a seguir creciendo, y mañana tenemos un rival.
Italian Matteo Franzoso has died following a fall during a training in Chile at the weekend. This was confirmed by his country's Winter Sports Federation yesterday.
The 25-year-old downhiller was taken by helicopter to the intensive care unit of a clinic in Santiago and induced into a coma after the accident at the La Parva track on Saturday. The report stated that he had been placed in a medically induced coma in Santiago Hospital after suffering a head injury in a collision with a fence in La Parva. It was noted that Franzoso, who would have celebrated his 26th birthday that Tuesday, has made his World Cup debut in December of 2021. He had made 17 World Cup starts, with his best performance being a 28th place finish in the Super G at Cortina d'Ampezzo in 2023. Italian Winter Sports Federation President Flavio Roda said that it was a tragedy for his family and for the sport. He added it was absolutely necessary to do everything possible to ensure such incidents were not repeated. The report also mentioned that Franzoso's death had come almost a year after Italian junior champion Matilde Lorenzi had died after a fall at the Italian ski resort of Valsanales. Finally, the International Ski and Snowboard Federation expressed that it was deeply saddened by Franzoso's death.
Moving to basketball now, Germany's basketball team arrived for celebrations in Frankfurt yesterday after pulling off a stunning 88-83 victory over Turkey on Sunday to win the Euros basket title for the first time since 1993.
With point guard Dennis Schroeder draining a late jump shot and then adding a pair of high-pressure free throws in a thrilling climax, Germany clinched this historic title after a long hiatus. The reigning World Cup champions put in a gritty defensive display with Isaac Bogna coming up with key plays down the stretch before Schroeder put the team on his back and carried them over the line with a late-game point guard masterclass. Both sides began with a barrage of three-point attempts, blocks and bruising challenges in a high-octane first half that saw Turkey take a 6-point lead into the break, but that lead was quickly erased at the start of the third period as the Germans roared back. Hampered after collecting 3 fouls over the first 3 periods, Turkey's Alperen Sengun came back into the game early in the fourth quarter and made a tough hook shot before taking a charge on the defensive end to preserve a slender 3-point lead. With the game reaching boiling point, Schroeder scored with a driving layup before Bogna grabbed the offensive rebound, and Schroeder made the most of it, hitting a pull-up jumper with 19 seconds left to give the Germans a 3-point lead. Sengun tried to level, having a 3-pointer with Daniel Theis's hand in his face, but the shot kissed the front of the rim and Osman fouled Schroeder after the rebound, with the 31-year-old icing the 2 resulting shots from the line to secure a superb win.
Paul Milhad's French flag biotherm has won the 5th and final stage of the Ocean Race Europe, the 1,600 nautical mile leg from Genoa, Italy to Boca Bay, Montenegro, and in doing so has confirmed a spectacular overall win in the 5-week 4,500 nautical mile race around Europe. Biotherm crossed the finish line in Boca Bay at 9:13 p.m. local time after completing the course in 7 days, 8 hours, 33 minutes and 13 seconds to collect 7 points in the overall standings. Having won the first, second and third legs along with the maximum bonus scoring gate points and finished third leg in 4, the French entry's overall tally of 48 points is an unaccessible lead, making Milhad's crew the Ocean Race Europe 2025 champions. Biotherm were always amongst the leading pack since the 7-boat fleet left Genoa on Sunday on what proved to be a complex and challenging route to take the yachts down the western side of Corsica and Sardinia and south of Sicily before turning north to enter the Adriatic Sea on the way to Boca Bay. Biotherm led around penultimate turning mark after passing Sicily and from then on played a smart tactical game which saw them to try cover their closest rivals tack for tack in the predominantly unpinned conditions. Team Holcim, skippered by Rosalind Kuiper, finished second in the stage. Paprika Kia and Holcim PRB will fight it out for second place overall in Saturday's coastal race in Montenegro. And with that, we wrap up today's edition of Other Derana Sports Central. Stay tuned as we bring you more highlights in the sporting world right here on the home turf and around the globe. With an until tomorrow, I'm Vinod Varnasuriya signing off. Take care and have a very good night.